So one of the reasons that you are here today is actually you wanted to know how on this particular air that I was able to set up a campaign that actually pulled over 3 million naira for somebody that's selling little thing like smartwatch. Actually, this is the reason why you are here. I promise you, I'm going to show you what I did. I'm going to show you the step by step, everything I did, and how I was thinking. With this particular video you are watching now will look like something like a workshop. I don't want to make it actually in the detailed stuff. I wanted to show you what actually worked for me and how I set this particular stuff up. Obviously, this is actually the chatting, the person that actually benefited of this particular stuff. In other words, my client that I run an ad on Facebook for within under a month. In other words, within 3 weeks, as you can read on this particular testimonial on why we shall understand me. So he was able to pull over 3 million naira profit, not the whole capital, understand me, but the profit out of the business because of something that I wanted to show you today. So what I would advise you is pay close attention. I don't want to waste your time. I just want to show you actually what worked for me. I didn't know whether if you get it and how to set up a campaign that will put similar stuff like this particular stuff for you for whatever you are selling out there. Whether if you are selling an affiliate offer, whether if you are selling or physical stuff, and as you can see, this particular one is a smartwatch, it's physical stuff. Whatever you are selling, you need to get the science that make it work, especially when it comes to social marketing. And this particular video is 100% free. It's a kind of way for me to say, actually, see what? This I just want to show you what works for me, so that actually it will work for you if you can deploy this particular stuff. So understand me. So what I have to do now is, without hiding anything from you, I have to actually take you to online. I have to take you to Facebook ad manager and I will show you how I do this particular stuff. I didn't know what they've got it. The area that I will go much is actually the psychological step of it, because whenever you have whatever you wanted to sell online, you need to actually pay close attention on 4 things, especially 2 things. So understand me. In other words, if you wanted to make money online, then what you need to pay close attention is what to say. That is number that I don't want to prioritize this particular stuff number one or number two, whichever. I wanted to just point out the 4 things that you need to actually focus on. Number one is actually whatever you are selling. Are you selling this particular phone? If you're whatever you are selling, there are people out there that need that particular stuff. That is the one thing. You understand me? As long as whatever you are saying is a solution to problem, as long as that it solves somebody's problem, somebody's need, there are some people that out there that need it. Now the question is, how can we get them? I didn't know they've get it. So if you focus on how to get exactly the people that need whatever you are selling, then it will be number one. Number two is actually what you say to these particular people. You understand me? In other words, what you bake the hook with, what as in your ad, and that's what the simple what I mean. So what you say to them that can compel them to take the action you needed. I didn't know if you get it. Then another thing is actually how you can say that particular stuff. And the fourth, which the last but not the least, is actually when you can talk to these particular people. So if you focus on the people that need your offer, as in the right people, not just the good people, because somebody might be good but he didn't like, somebody might be a good guy but he didn't like talk. I don't know what they forget it. So the person might be good but he didn't need whatever you are selling. But we need the right people for that right particular offer you are selling, whatever it is. Again, I will show you how I pick them up from Facebook, and that is what this video is all about. So if you can get these particular people and know how to talk to them, and let me actually review this thing for you. Stop talking to people's logic. It doesn't convert much, you understand? It's like about 25% conversion rate, and even on that particular 25% conversion rate is when people know you understand me, before you are marketing to them. So instead of talking to their logic, because if you talk to their logic, the sale might not come. Instead of talking to their logic, you talk to their emotion. I don't know if they get it, because over 75% of the time people buy things out from what their feelings about that particular stuff, but most of the time they justify it with logic. But at the end of the day, it's because of their emotion, their feeling about that particular stuff that they buy it. So whenever you are actually talking to your prospect, you talk to their emotion related to that particular offer you are actually selling. Again, I will show you. I just wanted to actually pinpoint this particular stuff before we will dive into it, before I take to online, and I show you what I did to brought this particular marvelous, to me is actually excellent result when it comes to that particular peanut product that are selling. Common smartwatch. You understand me? So now, if you know how to talk to the emotion, you got it made, my friend. And the next thing you need to know is actually how to do it. No, when it comes to how, the only thing I will advise you on how is actually appear what you are selling, become what you are selling. Like if you are selling how to make money online, when somebody see your environment or whatever it is, let it look like how to make money online, like the person is making money online. Imagine somebody selling you how to lose weight and the person is fat and not forgetting. Sure, understand me? So know how to actually how to talk to those particular people, and the fourth, which is the last but not the least, is actually the time to talk to them. Again, obviously, I just want to pick the psychological later, because when it comes to this particular thing we call marketing, it's all about the technical, the strategy, and the psychological. So I will show you how I reason, how I think when I create this particular one. When I create an ad, I put this particular software. And again, I will show you the ad and everything. Sure, understand me? So what do you think? Let's go to online and let me actually show you everything unedited. It will be like as if you say that you stand behind me on my shoulder and watching me doing stuff, because I don't want you to get confused. I want you to get this particular stuff so that you can use it to go to online, and actually, even if you don't have a product you are selling, you can join an affiliate program and started selling it. Somebody paid me to run this particular ad for him. I didn't have the product my own, I sell it for him and I make my money run the ad for him. So you can actually start that particular business too. There are endless opportunity for you. So let me take it online at the back of Facebook and show you actually what I did. What do you say? Okay, let's go to online and let me show you. Without wasting time, this is the back office of Facebook. Again, because we don't have much time, I don't think that it's necessary for me to actually be showing you as in the detailed technical part of this particular stuff. Again, I will show you how you can get a complete training that will show you that particular stuff. But let me actually show you what made this particular ad to pull. So whenever I'm actually wanted to sell stuff online, especially using social media, there are how I think that I don't think that many people are thinking like that. And now you get it. Again, anybody can think, anybody can actually approach whichever way you are approaching. But let me show you. So this is the back office of Facebook ad manager, and exactly this particular place is actually where we can set this particular stuff up. So now let me actually show you a little bit of what is going on here. This is our audience, in other words, where I can select the people that I wanted to target to. So I have a potential of coming to this particular place and actually go to, as you can see, this particular place that says location. So which people do you want to target? Let's assume if you wanted to target the whole world, again you can go here and actually delete this particular country, call Nigeria, and you target the whole world. But I cannot advise you at the beginning to do that. So let's assume you wanted to target Nigeria, my friend. You can come to this particular place and actually type Nigeria, as you can see. And most of the time when you started typing, it will actually started showing, as you can see, Nigeria as a country. So I can select Nigeria as a country. If you are selling a physical store and you don't want to target the whole Nigeria, let's assume you have a physical office and you don't have a delivery process, possibility to deliver to another country, my friend, you can come here. Let's assume I can actually select Enugu. I can select this particular Nigeria and come to this particular place and just type Enugu, as you can see. And immediately you started typing, my friend, this particular stuff can come out. As you can see, I can select Enugu as a city, and I can also select Enugu as a county, in other words, as a state. Sure, understand? So whichever place you are targeting, my friend, come here and type that particular stuff and look beside this particular area, and you can see whether if you are targeting a country or whether if you are targeting a county, in other words, state, or whether if you are targeting a city. So let's assume that I wanted to target Enugu as a county, in other words, as a state. So I have selected my ad to only show my ad. In other words, what I'm saying now is Facebook, whatever campaign I'm running now, this ad show it only to the people that's actually in Enugu state. As you can see, very simple stuff, very simple stuff. So now let me actually show you where magic is. So here I can select the age. I can come to this particular place that says the date, and I can actually select whichever age, depending on whatever you are selling. what is the age range of the people that will be interested on that particular stuff. So for that particular watch, I just selected 18 to actually 44 age, because actually some people were actually saying, why are you going down to 18 years old? My friend, some girls in this particular stuff, they don't put their real age. Some of them put lower some other things, but actually what matters is actually I found that this particular age work well when it comes to Facebook. Sure, understand me. So here you can actually select. Here I can select whether if I wanted my ad to be shown to men or to women. If you are starting out new on something that is actually you don't know how it will perform, how it will work, my friend, select both of them and watch your ad. If the ad is pulling for women more than the men, you can come here and edit it. You understand me? Or you can leave, don't edit it if you do not want. You can start another campaign and actually run that particular campaign for only men. But for me, I normally like to run campaign for men differently and the women differently. The reason is that actually they have different language, they understand different language. Again, we are entering into psychological stuff. Again, I promise you I will show you everything how I think when it comes to this particular stuff. So understand me. So now here, when you come here, you can click on this browse, and a lot of people you can go to demography, you can go to interest, and go to behavior. Most of the time people are always rushing to interest, but let me actually show you something. So somebody, this client that actually have this particular awesome success, he came to me and he was like, my friend, how much can I pay you for you to run an ad for you? So I charged him, and I was like, before I charged him, I was like, what are you selling? He said, smartwatch. How much do you sell it? Bam, he told me, how much do you gain from this particular stuff? Tell me, because I'm like, you're a doctor now. I'm not into that particular business personally at the time I'm recording this particular video. So the guy told me, so I said, okay, no problem. I will charge this particular amount of money. Can you pay it? He said, yes. And the deal done. So the ball is left on my court now. So what I did is actually pay close attention. If you're not paying attention, I wanted you to pay close attention, especially at this particular stuff, because I wanted to actually drop the dust, the magic, what actually made that particular magic to work. Again, I will still show you the ad, everything on a detail right here, but I wanted you to get this particular stuff. So I reasoned within myself, who will be able to actually be interested on this particular stuff. Remember, previously I told you, always when you are engineering your campaign, focus on their emotion more than their logic. You understand me? So I would have gone to this particular interest and actually target people that actually are interested on smartwatch. Maybe people that have liked a page that have the name smartwatch or something like that. But I was like, how can I do it so that I can get more emotion than logic? You understand me? I don't know if you are getting me. This is how I think. This is how whenever I'm running a campaign, this is what is going on my mind, because I wanted a result for my client. And if it's my own product, I wanted the result. If it's an affiliate offer, I still want a result. Again, we are all about result-oriented people. You understand me? So when I was reasoning on this particular stuff, as somebody who had been in the business, I was like, okay, who would be able to actually put on this particular smartwatch? You understand? So this my guy is now a business owner, and I'm the person that actually run an ad for this particular stuff. So what I ask myself is actually, what does almost all the business owner have in common? Number one thing they have in common is actually almost all of them want customers. Like my client want customer, right? That's number one. Then I ask myself another question. What does the customers of the business owners have in common? Can you tell me? Can you answer this particular question? If I come to you now with this particular question, what can you tell me? So I come with this question to myself. Do you know what? Not almost every customer in existence have this particular one thing in common. Do you know what they have in common? My friend, they have birthday. Shanda, side me. I don't know what you got it. That is the magic, especially this particular gadget. So they have birthday. So I say, okay, now if they have birthday, and I'm using Facebook platform to actually run an ad, in other words, to run a campaign to show this particular product to people, do Facebook have a birthday audience? People that actually or maybe do Facebook know when its members will actually have birthday? And obviously they do. You understand me? So what I did is actually I go to demography again. I'm showing this particular stuff unedited. Am I editing anything now? No. So you are seeing it. So I go to demography and I will go to live events. You understand me? Very simple stuff, my friend. Once you go to live events, come to this particular place that say date of birth. Friend, my friend, I can go deeper and deeper and actually target them. Maybe this month, if I know this part, like I can go deeper, click here and go deeper, like I be specific. But I don't want to actually be specific only for 1 month. I want to run a campaign that I will run and just leave, and every time the campaign be working. You understand me? That is actually what I want targeting. Now again, you can select any month that you wanted to actually select. So my friend, look at it here. And when you go this particular place and click on the mouse and go here, if you look at this particular right side, it said live event. It said people who are going to have their birthday within the next week. Most of the time in a month time. So understand me? I have to select this particular stuff. Did you see? I have gotten audience, people who are about to actually celebrate birthday. I don't know if you get it. Now the question is actually, how will I talk to this particular group of people now so that they will be able to buy that particular product that I'm selling? I don't know if you get it, which is the smartwatch. You understand me? So I have gotten people, I have known exactly the people that I'm talking to that will be benefit this particular smartwatch, because whoever that is celebrating a birthday, my friend, they like gadgets on their body, they like clothes, they like some stuff, they like to look fabulous on their special day. You understand me? Again, the ad is coming out now if you are paying attention. You understand me? So I have now audience that I can show this particular stuff. And once I set up this particular campaign, my friend, month to month, all the customers of my clients or the business owners, month to month, there are people that are actually having a birthday. You understand me? So I can leave this ad. It can pull on January for the January born. You can pull on February for the February born. You can pull on March for the March born, and continually, annually. You understand me? This is the magic I'm talking about. I can actually, I, my friend, it blows my mind. Again, I'm blowing your mind again. I know that your mind is whining now for whatever you are selling. Hold on, I will show you everything. So now I got the audience. I got the first step. Now the second step is, what should I say to these particular people? Because most of the time, here is where people are losing it. They don't know what they will say to them to compare them. Again, I have shared you the secret. Stop talking to their logic. Talk to their emotion. So before they will realize what is happening, they've actually bring in their credit card and buy your stuff. But again, you have to use this particular stuff in a legitimate way. You understand me? Don't use it to sell garbages. You understand me? Because actually this particular stuff is powerful. So let me actually show you the ad that I showed to these particular people, and I will actually tell you how I think to get this particular ad working. So now remember that I told you that whenever I'm running a campaign, I like to run it differently for male and for female, because actually the emotion, emotion is the same thing, but actually how they reason, how they think, and most of the time are different. The language to get them are different. So this particular ad is actually what I did. Again, the image there, which can capture people, for me, image is actually capturing mechanism or whatever you can call it. So understand, you can actually design image. Again, I will show you and I will give you an app that you can actually use to be design image, like 1, 2, 3, 4, like my friend, very easy. You can design like this particular stuff or something that is also more than this particular stuff. So understand? So look at the copy. So I say, hey man, it's almost your birthday. Again, psychologically, are you relating? It's almost your birthday, as if to say that he has forgotten. Many people do forget their birthday. What if when they see this particular ad on Facebook that said, hey man, it's almost your birthday. So they got reconnected again before the ad, before the ad copy, they have seen happy birthday in advance and my gift and in the picture, or even if they did not see it, but something attracted them with their birthday. My friend, as the ad say, hey man, it's almost your birthday. 150% off equality smartwatch, so you can look extra fabulous on your special day. Are you getting it? So in other words, I am talking to the emotion. I'm trying to paint how they will look fabulous on their special day. You understand me? I'm after their own goodwill. You understand me? So I say just click the link below or the learn more button and tell us where to send your promo code for your 50% off. And actually I put the link that actually lead them to where they actually can buy this particular stuff. And once they click on that link, my friend, they follow the business. You understand me? And you can see I say enjoy, and I type the name. Again, this particular ad is a demo that I when I was creating this particular stuff, as you can see, it says sponsor demo. But this is the exact ad I run for this particular stuff. So I run for this particular one for men, targeting men. You understand me? Again, I will show you. I promise I will show you everything. And on the headline below, it said our birthday gift to you. I didn't know they've get 50% off his birthday gift for the person. Again, most of the time, this particular ad, story sells, but fast tells. You understand me? So it might not be up to 50% that they are giving as a discount, but actually, who cares? It will work, and I give them the quality smartwatch that I have seen the person is actually selling. So this is for men, and this actually obviously is for women. You say, hey girl, it's almost your birthday. 150% off a quality smartwatch, so you can look extra fabulous on your special day. Just click the link or the learn more button and tell below, learn more button, and tell us where to send your promo code for your 50% off. My friend, I give them the link that they will click and get to the particular link of the business of that particular store person, and I said enjoy. Type in the actually the page of the particular the person. You understand me? And I said again, our birthday gift for you. And if you can see now, here, this particular ad talk to men. As you can see, the raise of the particular picture is a man's arms. You understand me? Raise. As you can see, this particular one is for women. This is has a psychological connection. You understand me? So this ad talk to women under 5 seconds. So understand me? Why this ad talk to men under 5 seconds? Even before they see hey men and some other thing. Again, I promise to blow you out. So understand me? So let's assume you are not selling smartwatch. Let me actually use another particular stuff. So I have to take it to online now and show you actually how I get the audience for this particular people. You understand me? Today I said, let's assume if you are selling flowers, my friend, you can go to online and say, I will show you how to get audience for this particular. So again, it's on that particular area. As he said, hey girl, honey, your anniversary is coming up. Get 50% of a packet of red rose if you order within the next 25 hours. Again, time limitation or strategy of call to action. You understand? I say click shop now button to order now and get 50% discount. Get your 50% off now and look beautiful on your special day and enjoy now. I don't know if you are copying, you are getting it. You understand me? So I am talking to their emotion, and at the same time I'm giving them a discount. You understand me? So this particular ads will work for every niche you can think of. Are you into real estate? Are you into whatever you are into? You understand me? My friend, it will work like magic. This is actually what I run an ad for, and under a month, within 3 weeks, selling a smartwatch, a profit of over 3 million was actually in somebody's bank account. Because actually it's actually obviously work. I talk to the emotion, I give them what they need, what they were looking for, and the one that was pumping in like there is no other. So now let me actually, as I promise you, take you to online back office and show you how you can get audience for this particular people. Let's go to online. You know what? Do not think that is actually very fast. So what I can actually do is actually let me remove this particular birthday campaign, and I can come to this particular browser as you used to do. I go to demography, my friend. I go to live event, my friend. As you can see, bam, anniversary. So I can target people that actually wanted to anniversary within 30 days, that will have anniversary within 30 days. Or my friend, I can actually select this particular tune and actually target people that actually have an anniversary within 30 days or will have an anniversary within 60 days. Some people ask, what people say that they're about to have wedding or they're about to what everything in Facebook. They are actually putting it on their status on the Facebook, and Facebook are actually knowing this particular stuff. I don't know what they forget it. So now you have known actually the secret what I did. You understand me? In other words, whom I target and what I talk to, what I say to them. Remember the rule. Don't talk to their logic. Talk to their emotion. When you get them, you understand me? It's not a amount that is only paid there and some other things. So if you are selling a real estate management, there is audience that you can target emotionally. You understand me? But I don't have a lot of time to actually be showing this particular stuff in this video one by one. So I have something. Well, this is what I did for you. This is what I actually have in package for you for the serious one that I actually wanted to take to their business to the next level. So if you have whatever you are selling right now, my friend, I have a good news for you. I have something for you. Even if you do not have what you are selling now, you can learn this particular skill, because the only thing you are lacking that your business is not moving is this particular skill. I don't know if you get it. If you know what to, if you know to whom to talk to and whom, how to, what to say, how to say it, and when to actually allow your ad to run, when to say this particular stuff that can make people to buy your offer. My friend, even if you don't have whatever you are selling, you can go to somebody as an agency and actually started selling people's products for a pay. Or you can go to any affiliate market network and actually pick their affiliate offer. My friend, and start making money. If you don't want digital products, you can go to e-commerce, pick something like Amazon, something like Jumia, and pick the affiliate offer. My friend, started selling and making yourself the money. So understand me? So now let me actually show you this particular stuff. Again, what I wanted to show is actually that, my friend, this particular stuff, for you to start it, you can start with $5. So you don't need to actually spend much money on this particular stuff. Like for me, if I'm starting out when they come to our country, I can actually have something like 2,000 in my bank, as you can see, bank account. You understand me? I wanted to say my Facebook ad account. I saved my bank account. You understand me? So you can put something like 2,000 naira your Facebook ad account, and you can start with maybe daily budget of 500 naira or daily budget of 1,000 naira, depending on your amount. You understand me? So with $5, you can actually literally, my friend, be in front. In other words, with $5, you can potentially reach over 500 people. Can you imagine? If your message actually match to your market, you understand me? In other words, if you have market to message to market match, you understand me? Before your ad will actually be impressed to 500 people, my friend, don't you think that you can have something like one customer, two customers, three customers, sometimes more than 10 customers? I don't know what you get it that can actually get this particular buy whatever you are buying or you are selling from you. You understand me? Because the reason why I'm saying this is actually Facebook have over 2.6 billion monthly active users. Can you imagine? Facebook alone. Do you understand me? And they have over 1.7 billion daily active users. In other words, what I'm trying to say is that over 1.7 billion people actually log into this particular website called Facebook every day for whatever they were doing. Maybe they are actually to chat with their friend. You understand me, or whatever it is. So if you and the over 1.7 billion, how can you tell me that over 1.7 billion that none have problem that your solution, whatever you are selling, can solve? I do not agree such. She understand me. She understand me. So before 1 billion, over 1.7 billion people can log into Facebook, my friend, you have a volume that is unimaginable that you can sell to. She understand me. In as much as that not all of them might be speaking your language or whatever it is, but my friend, you have a many people that can actually get to your whatever you are selling. She understand me and get it. So let me actually open this particular curtain and show you what I have for you on this particular video. In other words, what you can take home on this particular video in this particular song. My friend, we have a membership called Social Marketing Formula. In other words, because if you know formula for whatever you are doing, my friend, the end of the formula is always the result. I don't know what they get. So we show you exactly how to do this particular stuff step by step. I just shared you something that nobody will be able to share, because what I shared you now, even without getting social marketing formula, some people will use it to make a lot of money. You understand me? Then think of it when you actually imagine if you actually join this particular social marketing formula, what you can get. So actually, this is actually the training we have on this particular year 2019. For few people would not sell it as in globally, would not sell it out. We are actually doing for the about $5,000 clients. You understand me? Few people that are actually coming for live seminars, but you wanted that this particular stuff to take it to the mass. You understand me? Very simple, so and that is what this particular program is all about. So without wasting time, let me actually tell you what this particular program will do for you. It will help you to become a marketer. So for me, I don't know about you, but this is actually the truth. If you have to judge it from every area, for me, a marketer is she or he, whichever one you put first. They say the ladies first. I don't know how they get it. Who has the knowledge and skill of creating and delivering a compelling message that can compel prospects to take the needed action. So if you have the knowledge, again, knowledge and skill set is different. You might be aware of something, you might have knowledge of something, but you don't burn it within you for it to become a skill. My friend, you might still be burning the tire and you might not get the result, get to where you are getting, you stay on the spot. You understand me? But if you have the knowledge and actually go through all that knowledge until it become a skill for you, you understand me? And the knowledge and we are talking about, or the skill set we are talking about, is skill set of creating and delivering. Not just creating, you can create and actually, in other words, know how to talk to them psychologically and know how to strategically position your promotion, and not the technical stuff of it. Again, do not be afraid about technical, because I am here. I help you, showed you step by step. You understand me when you come to this particular stuff. So if you have the knowledge and skill set of creating and delivering a good, compelling message that can move people to take action, like I showed you, message that I actually create and deliver using Facebook, that make people to buy a smartwatch and earn the seller, the owner of the business, over 3 million naira under 3 weeks. My friend, I don't know if you get it. So if you have this particular skill, tell me what else. Tell me how on earth you can be able to print money. I don't know if you get it. So this particular S.M.F, in other words, social marketing formula, this is our goal to help you to become this particular stuff. In other words, let me actually show you some benefits of S.M.F. Number one, as I have told you previously, become a marketer. Understand? Because once you become one, my friend, there are a lot of businesses that needed customers, so you can get them customer and make money by getting them customer. If you don't have any business of your own, and from there you can create your business of your own. So you can become a marketer, and you can also understand what to call audience insight in a way that it will never deceive you. Again, confuse you again. Let me put this particular one, because they're actually not deceiving people. Then you can understand what to call funnel creation. Again, this is not actually the main thing when it comes to psychological part of it, but actually a strategical part of it. My friend, if you don't know about funnels, you might be missing a lot when it comes to making money. Again, I showed you everything. Then I did first demo. The reason why I did first demo before other demo is because a lot of people, when they join the program, they just wanted to actually know how to run an ad. So we did this particular demo, first demo, taking one Facebook objective and actually use it to run an ad. Then this particular one, you will know about 9 segments of Facebook as setup. Once you know this and understand it, my friend, listen to me. You do not have any need to buy any other training membership as far as Facebook marketing is all about. So that is concerned. Then we did the other demos. What we did is actually, because when you go to Facebook Ad Manager, you find out that there are many campaign objectives. So understand me? And when you are selling this particular smartwatch, and when you are selling, let's assume, this particular stuff, the objective you can use to sell this particular stuff might be different on this particular stuff. So understand me? So what I did is actually I took all the objective and actually use it to run an ad and show people, so that you never get confused again when it comes to Facebook marketing. So understand me. Then there is what I would call S.M.F does on the C. I like to do this what people cannot do. Sure, what people might not have the mind to do. Sure, that because actually some sellers, some people that are show training or stuffs online, they wanted to be making money from you over and over and over. So what we did on S.M.F does on the C is, we have one of the largest marketing agency in our country. So what we actually do is actually, if you run a campaign to people, you understand, most of the time I document how I run that particular campaign step by step and actually show it to the members of S.M.F. So I believe no other marketer is doing this particular stuff, because actually they don't want you to know everything. You understand me? But for me, it's all about once you join, you can have this particular benefit. You understand me? So let's assume we will run a campaign for a real estate clients, and we actually document everything so that you actually benefit from experience from what we are doing and how we think, how we reason, and some other things. So understand me? Again, it's like raising those on the sea. Raising those on the sea is very hard. So understand me? I haven't seen anybody that have done raise those on the sea. So I have not seen somebody that is doing this particular stuff in the detail. That's why I call it dust on the sea. Understand? So we have replaced most of the time we have webinars, and you can actually keep record the replays, and they actually place on this particular segment of our membership. So updates, Facebook do updates on their actually technical area sections or some other things. If they did a minor update, you can short a minor video and actually show you what is going on. If they actually did a major update, my friend, most of the time we pull all the video down and actually retrain that, but they reshort the training so that new people cannot actually get confused. So understand me? So let's peep inside the 9 segments of Facebook ads setup, and we have campaign, as I showed you, objective that you need to know. You need to know all the objectives and know, like if you have a client now and or if you pick an offer to sell, you already know which objective can work well for that particular product, and instead of wasting your time on another objective, my friend, you focus on the one that will work well on it. So understand me? We will tell you about budgeting. Look, let me tell you, Facebook have had a lot of money, so there's no need for you to actually be giving them, throwing your money to them without actually gaining it. So understand me? So this particular stuff will show you how to manage your money very well, so that you don't waste all the money where you are running a Facebook campaign. So understand me? Again, we talk about scheduling, like when do you need to actually let your ad roll, and when do you need to actually allow Facebook to show your ad for that can actually pull mountains. So on this particular segment, we'll explain everything for you there. Then delivery, like what will you be optimizing for? Is it click, view, landing page, landing, whichever one. And we'll talk about big strategies. Which one can you use? Is it lowest cost or whichever one? And we'll talk about when to charge. Is it by impression or by optimization, like click on landing page view? Whichever one will just clear you on which one you use. So understand me? So that you will get the best result, and it will show you actually the audience, how to create audience that will never deceive you, confuse you again, like saved audience, custom audience, lookalike audience. There is another one the Facebook actually implemented newly, which they call actually special audience. Again, it will show you everything in detail. Then pizzazz, my friend, a lot of people are confused when they come to this word called pizzazz. You will never be confused again after you join S.M.F. And in short, you become a teacher that can actually be teaching people about Pixel. Believe me. So understand, we will explain everything in detail and how to use Pixel to actually maximize your profit. Like I use this particular stuff to run a retargeting campaign that nobody is doing about. Some people are actually doing retargeting campaign, obviously, yes, but my style is the best to none. So understand me? So I showed you everything in detail, and do the placement. Like if you have something you are selling, which area is it? On the timeline? Is it on the sidebar? Is it on where can you place an ad and have maximum profit? You understand me? Because again, this particular stuff is some psychological stuff, strategical and psychological stuff that make the campaign to be profitable. You understand me? So we'll talk about ad type, and we'll show you about how to create ad, or in other words, what you need to bet the hook with. You understand me? We showed you everything in details. So the question now is actually, How much? Maybe you might be asking Oliver, how much is that this particular or social marketing formula because you wanted to get the result, they get the best answer. Again, if I wanted to sell this particular social marketing formula at its price, my friend, we can sell it something like about 500,000 naira. You understand me? Because it's what its price in pen in gold. You understand me? Because my friend, I blow everything out of the water and show you the secret that will help you to succeed. You see just a result within 3 weeks. A campaign was able to put over 3 million naira for someone that is selling common smartwatch. You understand me? So if I want to sell this particular stuff at the 300 at 500,000 naira, my friend, it's whatever is paying. You understand? But I'm not charging you 500,000 naira. It's what I'm not charging you even the half of it. My friend, I'm not even charging you the half of it. I'm not charging you the fourth half. I don't even know how to calculate it again because the reason is actually, you might be asking why am I doing this particular stuff. The reason why I'm doing this particular stuff is actually, there are two reasons. Number one is that this is a testing or market test that I'm doing. So understand me. So I wanted to see how this particular offer. Remember, I told you that when we have this particular training, it's for $5,000 client. A few people that are actually showing this particular secret. So I wanted to take it to actually the space, and I'm doing a marketing test. You understand me? So actually, let me see how it will work on that marketing test before I will actually get the normal price to the normal price. That is why I'm giving this particular discount. Again, the second one is actually, if you get into this particular training, you will need to have some money that you actually use to start promoting your offer. So the second one is on that particular project of mine that I wanted to actually sell it to the people. I wanted people that I can coach personally. You understand? So I don't want many people on this marketing test. I want few people that I can coach personally. You understand me? They will get the membership, and I will give them all the help they need to actually see the success they were looking for. So that actually when I'm running out, when we are actually launching the campaign, the main campaign with the normal price of 500,000 naira, my friend, we can actually, I can actually feature these particular people that have this particular result. Again, I believe you cannot object me if I wanted to feature you. Like if you join today and actually have the result, and I wanted to feature you when you actually will run this particular stuff to the public, I believe you cannot object on that particular idea, because actually this would be awesome. So I wanted the few people that I can actually feature, so that you can use it to actually run the main campaign. You understand? So this is actually the two reasons that I'm doing this particular stuff for you. So what you have to do now is actually look at the link at the place you are watching this particular video, up and down, left or right, whichever one. You will see a link that will take you to the promo section of this particular membership, where you can join at the peanut of, my friend, look at below and you see the peanut that you can join this particular membership for, and you click on the link and join it right now. Do not waste your time to join it, because actually, as you can see, the timer is going. Whenever the timer hits 0, my friend, the price will skyrocket to maybe times 2, and the next 0, the price will skyrocket to times 2, and the next thing you will see, as well, you might actually lose this particular promo session, my friend, and maybe in the main launch you can give me the 500,000 naira. But what I'm trying to ask you now, join this particular training today, and you will never be the same again when it comes to marketing. Again, without wasting time, this is all I have for you at this particular video. And my friend, when you come inside, let me actually show you step by step how to actually create campaign that matters and brought in more money for you. I will see you inside. Thank you.